Hello, Tim from Fairplay now on the 11th of February 2025. Well, that didn't take long, did it? What am I talking about? Well, I saw an article that was written or came out yesterday, and this assisted dying bill, which was, to my mind, shamefully voted in to become law just before, a few weeks before Christmas there. Well, it hasn't really even finished going through all the processes to become law. And just as we thought, there's already talk of watering down some of the safeguards. So apparently what some of the leading proponents want to do, including the person who actually introduced the law or proposed law as a private member's bill, Kim Leadbeater, however you pronounce her name. Well, she's saying that one of the proposed safeguards, which is the High Court has to give final approval to any case that is being proposed for an assisted dying. It has to go to the High Court, and the judge there has to approve or disapprove that particular case. Apparently that's going to be one of the safeguards. And this woman thinks that it shouldn't be the High Court doing it, but a panel of so-called experts should be doing it instead. Well, we all know how trustworthy experts are, just tend to go along with any old agenda going, as far as I can see, rather than being actual true independent experts. But the point I'm trying to make is that this bill hasn't even become law yet, and the watering down has already begun. So I predicted it, and lots of other people predicted this was going to happen. And it's not going to be long after it becomes law that even more watering down comes into effect, so that it becomes easier and easier to have an assisted dying happen. And then the scope and parameters will expand out from just very, very severely in pain, terminally ill people, out to, well, who knows, probably extend out eventually to anyone who's deemed to be mentally ill, maybe. And who's going to decide who's mentally ill? People who oppose government might be deemed as mentally ill eventually. This is where these things tend to end up going, isn't it? And that is why I think the whole thing should have been nipped in the bud. It should never have been passed into law, or as a proposed law anyway, a few months ago there. Absolute disgrace that it has been. And the watering down has begun. So it seems that this Labour government just can't do anything right, can they? They've been in power for about 7.5 months now, so a fair bit of time now. And I don't know about you, but I can't think of even one thing that they've done so far that benefits just ordinary, everyday, hard-working people. The sort of people that the Labour Party, I thought, traditionally supported. I thought the whole raison d'etre of the Labour Party was to support and kind of be in favour of ordinary, everyday, hard-working people. But they haven't done one single thing, not properly anyway. I suppose one thing, and they've kind of bungled this even, they have actually stopped the train strikes. I suppose that's one thing. But for some reason, I don't know why, because they've got everything they asked for, but apparently one or two of the train unions are still kind of mumbling and grumbling and sort of threatening some strike somewhere, but so yeah, the problem hasn't gone away 100% totally. So you have to question what this Labour government are all about, really. Do they really care about ordinary, everyday, hard-working people? Doesn't seem like it, does it? Of course, there's many people out there who think that's the last thing they want to do, that they're working to certain agendas, whereby, well, they don't want train strikes to end and don't really want to be in support of ordinary, everyday, hardworking people. And that would include the farmers. I know the sort of ongoing protests by them have been happening. There's one that started this week, I think, and I did mention this a video or two ago, there's going to be an event in Cheltenham on the 16th of March, and I'm going to be going along doing the filming, but there's going to be a lot of people there. People representing the farming community will be there. UK Column News are going to be there. Richard Vobes is going to be there, and Sandy Adams is going to be there talking, and it promises to be a really good event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back a little bit later with the flyer in hand, which I've now got through. So it's all definitely happening, and I'll read out a few of the highlights of that, but I'll wait until I get home. I'm going to get on now. There's a job just up top here that I've got to go and do. A couple of lights I need to change over, so bear with me, I'll be back in a minute. Right, as you can see, back home now, so let's give you some details about this event. So as I say, it's happening on Sunday, March the 16th, and it's called Supporting Farmers for Food Security Symposium, and it's being held at a place called the Shurdington Community Centre, which is in Bishop Road, Cheltenham, GL51 4TB, but I'll leave a link to that in the description box below here, and the link where you can get tickets will be there. I believe on that website you can also book your food as well if you fancy that. Apparently there's going to be a very good chef there cooking our lunches for us, so that might be something to look forward to as well, presumably using some nice fresh ingredients from some of the farmers who are going to be here. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the blurb that I've been sent through here. The whole thing's about let's work together for food security now and for future generations. And then it goes on to say how we can't rely or trust the government. The future of our food supply is in our hands. Let's inspire each other to collaborate for the security of a healthy, nutritious, real food supply now and for future generations. And it also says on this blurb, we will learn about some of the great schemes that enable the public to buy top quality food direct from farmers and discover how we can help set these up ourselves, learning from those who are already doing it in their own community. So it sounds like it's going to be a great day, and as it was saying, securing some really good, decent food for future generations. And that would be a pretty good legacy to leave behind, wouldn't it? And yeah, just getting away from this reliance on the supermarkets and government, big business for our food, and just going back to how things used to be, just buying direct or more or less direct from local farmers. It would just be so much better, wouldn't it, really? So it promises to be a really good day, and I've got a full lineup of the speakers here as well. So we've got Charles Mallett, presenter from the UK Column News, Sandy Adams, who you probably know if you kind of any regular kind of viewer of this channel. I've talked about her before. Then we've got a guy called Eli Everyman, who's part of the Farmers Movement UK. Roger Meacock, holistic vet and presenter of Dear Farmer on UK Column.
And then we've got Mark Byford, the bowler hat farmer and founder of Food Finders Hub. John Cook, who runs a place called Dora's Dairy Raw Milk Farm, and I've met him before and heard him talking before all about the benefits of raw milk. And finally, last but not least, Richard Vobes will be there. Whether he's going to be the compere introducing everything or whether he's going to be doing a talk himself as well, I don't know. But if you're a fan of him as well, you know, you can get along and sort of see him, maybe have a little bit of a chat with him perhaps. And it promises to be a really, really great day. And yours truly will be there filming the event with this beast of a camera here, which is what I normally use to film these events with. It's a bit of a big old beast of a thing, but especially when it's got the other lens on. I've got a long reach lens for it now, but yeah, it's a bit tricky to use, but I've kind of mastered it, and it normally produces some good footage of these events. So that's promising. If you can't attend the event, at least it will be on my website and probably UK Columns website and channels as well, with a bit of luck, and you'll be able to see it if you can't come in person. But if you can come in person, it'd be great to see you there on March the 16th in Cheltenham. So all the details will be below, and yeah, I'll leave it. Back soon. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.